Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Keep that super Doppler cranked up there, Holly. We'll look forward to it. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Bulls offense will take the field first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Man, he was razor sharp last time out. Completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards. Looking to throw, it's right. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. Just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like, all right, let's run something safe, right? Like, that couldn't have gone worse to start this game. Interested to see how they respond. We can't just get pass happy, right, and put ourselves in a bad situation. But this offense has got to do something here on second down. Got to at least quiet the crowd down a little bit because they are going bananas.
Kick is in the air. Trying to make one miss. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Rockets offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Isaiah Auguste, the ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed. He can break tackles. He can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Rockets with the 1st and 10. The give running right is Auguste. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Now on 2nd down. Here's a give to Auguste. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up with? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Trying to get the corner. Now the toss. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the 1st down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Buying a little time to his left. Has it. And he will score. Touchdown, Toledo. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The run inside. It's Birch. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They've put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the formula. They all of a sudden are starting to realize and figure out what gives them the best chance to win week in, week out. Guys are playing at a very high level. I don't see that stopping today.
From the gun, the ground game. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Moves the pocket. It's right. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Bulls will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Holds on, it's Hamilton. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Rockets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to the well. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Out wide left, it's Henry. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Rockets back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Hines is tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Rockets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They believe they can run right here. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's now up to 58 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Rockets! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude,
Snags it, and he's open. Made a defender miss. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up.
when quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Let's take a minute to talk about the big picture for Buffalo. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Looking downfield. It's right. Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Rockets offense looks primed and ready to launch on this drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Working that left side now. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together, made some explosive plays, and now just executing on 3rd down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
Drops back on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ford. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff for Auguste. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And the Rockets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's changing the play. To the air, it's Collins. Oh, pressure's coming. Almost picked off.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
recover. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They convert on third down as he gets it. Here's a give to Auguste. He's got enough. He's now piled up 68 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. And the Rockets kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Sells to run, looking to pass. They get to him as he throws. Lucky to get it off.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Selling the fake. Looking down the middle. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Left side is Henry. Not gonna get there, not gonna get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's right. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
The Bulls head coach told me coming out of the locker room, this team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that.
He wants to take the top off. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Bulls want to crank the tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. On the RPO, got him. Got enough space. Touchdown Bulls. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Rockets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Handoff for Auguste. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Booster.
Looking downfield, it's Collins. Got it in the middle, it's Henry. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And the Rockets lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Powers inside. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking for the marker. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Rockets will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, here's Isaiah Auguste. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Toledo! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they did tack on the extra point. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Got out of trouble and throws. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Dropping back, it's right. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. That's exactly what they told us they want. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to Auguste. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. And here comes the offense on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Wants to go up top on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Driving forward, it's Birch. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to go.
Touchdown, Buffalo! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Looking to throw, it's right. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Ready, go. Turns into the pile. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo. And the stomping has commenced. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
So the Buffalo offense ready to go on the attack. Running inside, it's Birch. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Keep it on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his target. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's right. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Out wide left, it's Simmons. Could not make his way to the corner.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. The Rockets offense is back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Keeps it himself. Now the toss. Turning it on. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game. But